Okay, guys, welcome to the Minecraft channel. Yeet! We are going to be making this playlist purely on Tekxit, so let's just start off by thanking all the awesome and so freaking diligent and just plainly awesome sick people that are making these mods possible. Chocobo, look how cute this boy is. He's hurt. Okay, I'll fix that. Anyway, yeah. So guys, this is the world that I created so far. It's basically done. I hope that everything that I needed to do is finished, is ready. Ooh, that was close. Um, but I've been trying to complete it for you guys because I didn't want to like get to a point and then we're struggling to kill or like to make certain things because we don't have enough stuff. We're gonna go through. So the idea of this entire little adventure is to, because I've been playing Tekxit and Hexit, and then Tekxit now for quite a while, and on and off, and played it with friends, played it with family, even where we know things, and then we get to a point, and then we're like, but we don't know things. Because what you know is not right. Because there's so many versions of the different mods. There's not that there's anything wrong with that, but there's even yesterday one of the guys on the Tekxit Discord gave me information and I was like, but that's not right. You can't do that anymore. Or at least I can't see where you can do that. And then we had to double check and I was right. Or rather his information was right, but not anymore. They've changed the way that those things work. So basically what I'm going to be doing is every episode is going to contain a tutorial of basic stuff with things in it and things that we will be using. I will try to make as many infinite farms for you as possible, whether then you can use it if you want to play if you want to be playing the Skyblock or any other mod and you're using these things. I'll try and see if I can get like a vanilla one if it's possible, and then of course like a more automated Tekxit or Hexit version of the infinite farm. Then we'll also be going through, like, for instance, some of the plants and mods we'll go through individually, but we'll do it as one chapter. So what we'll do is, what I'll do is I'll start off and I'll show you guys all the cool shit that we're gonna be making. Like for instance, we're literally gonna go block for block, piece by piece. Once we hit a block that's part of a bigger unit, or something that requires a little bit more explanation or a path to get to. Let me just quickly give you an example. Let's say we scroll in and we get to, let's see, is this still Minecraft? Let's see, here we go. Is this still Minecraft? Is this still Minecraft? Well, the Minecraft stuff's usually at the beginning anyway, but just want to make sure that I don't skip over anything. So the potion stuff, I believe there's actual extra potions from other mods as an example, and then we'll use those. So here, these are also still Minecraft potions. These are still Minecraft. These are spawners. Obviously, those we won't be able to go through. Oopsie, oopsie. So here, so now we're getting to Anemia and those kind of stuff. So then what we'll do is we'll tackle the entire Anemia mod in one go. So what we'll do is we'll maybe make I'll see how big it is. I'll plan out the content for you guys, and then we'll go and we'll see. Okay, cool. Well, this is each animal. This is what it does. Now I have two worlds for you guys. This is the main world where I will be building, describing, and showing you everything for the tutorials, and then I have a personal world where you guys will probably see it for some of the mods, because in that world I can cheat. This world I made specifically so that I cannot cheat, and it is a survival mode. So if I die or anything like that, you guys won't know, unless you see my death notes. um, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. I really wanted to do it this way because some of the guys, they'll be like, especially some with the more high-tech stuff, they don't actually tell you how to get to the point of using those things. So, which is kind of difficult because you're like, hey, I want this really awesome, infinite farm. And then you're like, oh, but I don't have this material, or I can't find this, or I don't have that. And it's not like a huge problem because obviously we have the huge like crafting finder and utility finder and recipe usage machine in the Tekxit, but it's not always that great. A simple example that I'm going to use is steel. You think it's called steel blend, yeah? It's not. Steel blend is actually made from masonry steel, pulverizing steel, and that. It's an actual steel. It's post making the steel. What you're actually looking for is steel dust. Now, as you can see here, it's popping up as tiny steel dust, which I don't know why it's doing that, but you can actually make it like that. That's what you actually want. You want steel dust like this from Dungeon Tactics. Now, for some reason, it's not showing up here, so that's something that, like, I will be telling you. Like, obviously, some of these things will get fixed. Like, this is probably just, like, some little error that they just didn't make the image pop up. Um, because I mean T is first, so it would be T, and then steel dust would be there. But anyway, so yeah, this is the actual way that you get it. You combine either one with tiny coal, or you combine two with that, and then you can even go in this machine and then combine the two like this, which give you the same result. Oh, that gives you. Okay, this is for Ivar. This is for Ivar. But yeah, you can do the same like that. Then with obviously just coal dust and iron. Now, with all this stuff done, like we're getting into things that we're not supposed to be getting into. But that was just an example for you guys. Now, everything that's built and designed and everything, I have a very, like, for this world, unlike my other worlds, there's a very strict rule. Everything needs to look tidy. Because there's a lot of cables, there's a lot of things running, like here's some cables running. Now, this is actually what I would call my maintenance area, where I'm actually, like, this area is running all over my base, where even here for the item sorting, it links to the item sorting, it links to water dispensing, it links to power, which is linked up to my infinite power source, which is not working right now. Because I figured out a way how to boost it to get it better, but it's just that the quarries, I think it's prioritizing converting the energy into MJ instead of like storing some of it. Like, as you guys can see, like it's ticking that instantly. The tick just goes away, and I mean 800 RF is not crazy, but like, I mean, that's a lot. That's just like instantly being sapped out of the fucking thing. Anyway, yeah, let me just do this for a few seconds and then have all my things finished. So, yeah, that's gonna be the main part. We're gonna describe everything here, what I did. We're gonna have, like, a maintenance area everywhere. So, basically, how it works is I build a floor. Let's take this one as an example. And then underneath it, it will have a 3-block radius. This one doesn't have one, but its one is over there. You can see the entrance there. I just haven't built it underneath here because there's no reason to. Yet, is a 3-block deep, or actually a 2-block deep, but with a 3rd block above it. So in other words, this floor is 2 blocks deep. There's not one floor here, there's 2. You see. So basically what ends up happening is that if you put it down, so if you can put it in the wall, in the roof. So you don't actually have to, like, so it looks like this. It's in the roof. These blocks I can chop out. And then they're unseen. There's an entire tunnel network. Like, see, there's like another entrance. I have entrances like that all over the base. This one, I don't think we'll get one. I started like the prep work for it, like just the layer of where it should be, but I didn't put it in yet. Because I think this is all gonna be solid, like base structures. This is sort of like the armory. I'll also be dividing the base into components so that you guys know exactly where what is where. So if we start a story, or if we start a tutorial, I'll be like, well, we are now in the armory area, and we are going to do this, so you guys immediately know whatever we are doing today, whatever the tutorial is on, what you're using it for is to craft and or build anything relating to weapons, armor, anything of that sort. Saddles, even maybe things of those nature will then be what we're after. So I see that this thing actually worked. So we have a little bit of problem here with the hemp farm. It's actually not just the hemp farm. It's 2 or 3 materials that the harvester doesn't want to pick up, and apparently after doing some research, it says it does that every now and then on an item or two. It just doesn't pick it up. I don't know why. It's very odd. But I suppose every game, every like it's the mod is so huge. You can't expect it to literally be perfect. It's just too big. There's just too much shit interacting with each other here. You know, no. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Yeah, come here. Come here. Come here. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Okay, I'm just gonna swang your face into the ground. Okay. So we were going to be getting to this point, so I think I have everything done. Like I said, I'm trying to get like a base model for you guys so we can start off at one point and then continue. Ooh, my trees are growing so beautifully. And then we're going to see what happens when we get into it. Yeah, guys, so like I said, like this is the power source. So the power source, like I said, needs a little bit of attention again. I am going to be doing that probably fairly soon. So yeah, guys, there's gonna be a huge little way about this. So basically what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys each little thing, how I do it, what I built, what I made, how I'm making it, where I put it, what it's put there for, etc, etc, just to get you guys, like I said, it's more a case of trying to get everybody on the same page using a very good, like, just straight up build system of information. I'm going to even be making a little, like, what do you call it, Excel spreadsheet, from like a a sheet from Google, just so that you guys can check what's up in there. Everything's gonna be great, guys. Like, I'm so excited for this. I've been working on this world non-stop, trying to get it ready so we can actually get to the building of it, because it is kind of, I couldn't just start it from scratch, because then it would void the thing I'm trying to attempt. This is going to be the last video of this kind, you just watching me run around, talking about things, telling you things. This is going to be the last video. The next video is literally going to be straight up, we're going to be doing this, I'm going to show you how to do it, I'm going to show you any farm for it, how you get it, what it's for, what its great uses are, what you need for it, if you need it early, what's a good time to have it, etc, etc, all that stuff I will be telling you in one video, hopefully per block, like we are going to attempt it to do it per block, but that might change depending on how lucky we are. But once again, I'm not going to void that. Like, I'm not gonna go and start a video and be like, hey, it's a normal Minecraft episode with me talking about a bunch of crap, not giving you the information you want, and then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, you're just gonna skip to the next video because the video is 10 minutes long and what you want to know takes 2 minutes to tell you. That's basically what we're gonna do here. We're gonna make sure that whatever I tell you first. What I will be doing in order to make it a little bit more entertaining for everyone, I will be making videos like this, but separately, and they won't be episoded. They will simply be like, okay, cool, this is the first one, this one is going to be on that playlist as well, or a part of that playlist, and I will be giving you every little bit of information that I'm going to do in the video. So if there's redstone in it, if there's iron in it, if there's everything, all that information will be put into the description and or inside a Word document or test document, sheet document that I will be making for you guys. It's updated right here next to me as I play, as I make things, as I record. It gets filled in, and then I take that. I'm gonna put it there for you guys on a shared Dropbox for you guys to download. I will update it as often as I can. But most of the time, what will happen is, I think what I might do is I might allow access to it as a shared link from uh, uh, Google, and then you guys can use that as opposed, so it's constantly being updated from my work. So you guys can even just pop in there, like do a little reading, good for the kids to get that reading going, and then just check what I've been doing. Like if you see any new entries, something that's been changed, then you know either there's been an update in the game, there's been an update in the information, or I found or made a new way to create or make something for you guys, which is obviously what we're all here for. The more things we can make and craft and build, the better. So I'm just gonna dump this. Is my very wonderful. I'm super excited about this thing. It's actually really cool. It's a little farm for so it's actually a little what's the name's farm? Little auto sorter for the farm, or the food farm, which is one of the things I wanted to complete before we continue. Animal farms we will get into later because I'll have to collect the animals myself, as I'm not cheating. So in my other world, I just spawned in a bunch of animals, tested them out, checked which ones were good, which ones that. That's the other side of what I will be doing. Is I won't just be simply giving you the information of being like, okay, this is how the farm works, blah blah blah. Okay, end of the story. I'm going to tell you exactly what is the best way to run it, what is the most efficient thing to do, what is the best material to use, what is a good way just to get started. For instance, the infinite farm, I have been perfecting it for you guys because it's working. It's just it kind of clogs eventually, and then it doesn't use or doesn't produce as much power as it could if it was fully built. So I'm not gonna get into that right now. I wanted to, but I'm gonna refrain because it's not why we're here. That's also another thing. Everything needs to be efficient, comfortably built, and neat. This is about the only thing that I can't really cover up. I built it as closed and as compact as I can, and it will be increasing in size because we're actually going to need to make another one. We're going to put another double block of these pistons in here, or dynamos in here, just to grow the speed of which they're producing power, because they are actually overflowing with fuel. So yes, that all that stuff I'll be going through, what I did, all my, like, how I start the game. So I think I'm gonna do that in this video as well, really quickly. So what I do is, my first little goal is, well, playing Minecraft. So you Minecraft all the way to bedrock, because you just need a few. There's just a few little things that you need that's quite crucial. So the first thing you need bedrock for, actually, is there's a material that you get the bedrock from if you set it on fire. Infinity dust, or infinite dust, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But then I start digging the most efficient way possible. This is not correct. This is just, I just dug this because I got really lucky. So what happened here is, the reason I had to do this because this entire area, you can even see on the minimap, is encased in lava. So there's no way to really dig past this point. So I had to dig up and down in order to find what I need. But the most efficient way to farm, this is even for normal Minecraft, if you guys didn't know, you dig like so. Oopsie. You dig as follows. Like this. So basically, this is what happens, guys. You dig one spot, leave 2 slots, dig, and you always dig it either. I prefer digging it just too high. Like here, I dug 3 in order to see if I can get over the lava. But I prefer just digging it 2. Like here, I did 2. Here, I did 2. Then basically, what you do is you leave a 2 block up and a 2 block below if you're digging too high, and then 2 blocks to the side. So eventually you'll end up with this network of 2 by like 2 by 1 or 1 by 2 scale. This is also going to get fixed. We're going to dig more. I do dig because I like actually just simply mining. It's, to me, it's quite fun exploring and discovering, because you never know, you can find really cool things under the ground, like secret cave systems and shit that could potentially contain some really good stuff. um so yeah, guys, that's all the stuff that we're gonna be doing through. So yeah, let me just quickly clean out my inventory here and fix that. So basically, that's how I start. I dig until I find the materials required to make the following: a quarry. I make a quarry, which, as you can see, requires quite a decent amount of diamond and gold. Iron is not usually not a problem. You usually have enough iron, but I mean, you need, what's that? 11 diamond in order to make one quarry. Then it obviously needs a power source, which I usually just start off. I make I just make Stirling engines. So I make 9 or 8. You can actually 8 is actually more than enough. And then of course the cabling. You need the cabling, the power support, the supply for Buildcraft. And then I just make charcoal, or if I have enough coal. You I've had worlds where I actually had more than enough coal to just feed the coal the whole time. And then you just keep feeding it coal. Simple, easy, it's very cheap. Stir. Oh, I keep typing it the wrong way around. So the Stirling engines, as you can see, they're pretty cheap to build. And then you can just build the cables and then set them up right next to it. And then once it's right next to it, it's working, it's been sorted out and kitted, then you don't have to worry about dealing with these. Then you just need a couple of chests, and then of course the cabling, like it's displayed here, like these, and then you just let it go. You can also build like these land markers, which we'll get into later. That you can increase the size of it. Like these ones are so really big, much bigger than they should be, or rather than they're normally. And then I just let it farm. I just let it get me some equipment, some blocks, some ores, everything. And the nice thing is, then basically your mining life is over, and then you can just start working on building your own little things that you need or want. So if you want to, like for instance, the next thing on my list always is an automated farm of any kind. Even if it's just like a quick little wheat farm, I put that down. We're gonna be going through all those things as well, guys. Like each thing, what they do, how they grow, where they should be built, planted rather, what makes them grow faster. All those things will be included in each individual video. This thing is just straight up feeding straight to my main. That thing's actually connected to the main sorting system. It literally just feeds straight into the sorting system, so there's no loot box for it. It gets all kinds of various little things that the sludge machine gives you. So we're going to get into that as well when we get there. But like as an example as well, like we're going to get to Buildcraft. I might do Buildcraft first just so I can show you guys how I got my quarries up. And then we'll then also every material, I'll see if I can make like an infinite farm for you guys, like I said. And then if you want to, you can build an infinite farm. However, I will be stating that the following is kind of unnecessary. There is so no need. You don't need the following. Like for instance, if you're trying to collect an obscene amount of cobblestone, that's not necessary. I'm just gonna quickly go down. There are a few chests. I think it's 8 chests up top that are basically filled with building blocks. These default blocks. As you can see, I have 530 stacks of cobblestone currently in here. Dirt is 47 stacks. Now, the reason why the dirt is so low is because I've actually been using I'd use the dirt stacks instead of the cobble stacks to refill the top, because I'm trying to get like make it look natural, like the floor. I want it like from above to look natural, so the map looks nice. Which is a little bit of a thing just for me. That's just like for me for this world. I just like I wanted to try it out, see how it goes. Just a little bit of an addition to the things. But as you guys can see, there's so many of these blocks, and I mean, even a block that I don't really collect, like netherrack, is already 5 stacks just chilling. 14 stacks marble, diorite, gravel. Okay, gravel and sand is a problem at the moment. Well, not a problem, but they're being used for stuff, because one of the machines requires sand in order to produce more materials. But yeah, slates, obsidian. I've also like obsidian. You obviously don't collect an obscene amount of obsidian. But for the some of the obsidian that I have collected, there it is. These blocks, if you want to farm for it, I'll show you. But I don't think I'm gonna do it, because I mean, like, if you want a dirt farm, there isn't a very easy way to do it. If you want a cobble farm, you know, guys, if you've played Skyblock, you know how to make a cobblestone farm. But for the people that don't know, I might just make like a little be like, okay, cool, this is a 5-minute farm, or I'll drop a link to a video that I feel is good enough, supporting, you know, the other YouTubers and such. That is also really great. If you guys can pop over to them, check them out. Some of these guys make some really sick content. Check them out, and then but once again, everything that they do, like for instance, I will be honest, this infinite farm, I didn't get it for myself. I found it on a YouTube video, which will be in the link when we get to it. And even in the video, he says this is just the base. You can change it, you can improve it. And I've improved it. I've made his version so compact. This build can physically not be any smaller than it currently is. There is some works in the background that you guys can't see. There's pipes underneath these as well. But this is as compact as you can make it. And I thought from my other world's description that these things were maxed out. They're not. You can actually put an entire another set of these dynamos on here, and I think you'll still run enough in order to get the material and have fuel remaining. You see, this one's not out of fuel. These are out of fuel. Why are these out of fuel and these aren't? Because they're burning. But that's really strange. Oh, okay. So you see, these are out of fuel because they're upgraded. They're actually working correctly. So in other words, if I upgrade them, their fuel consumption becomes the bare minimum, and then they actually start running out of fuel, which is good. That means I don't actually have to add another one. But as a simple example, this is something that you guys will then see, where is it cheaper to put another dynamo there? Is it cheaper to upgrade it? What is the better options? I'll give each option to you, and then you'll be able to modify it and use it in your own world in survival, as opposed to somebody just spamming infinite blocks that they just cheated in from the freaking creative mode to you, and then being like, well, I can also do that if I had my cheats enabled. Nothing wrong with that. Just saying that for a person that only plays survival, that's not very handy. Because once again, you skip over some steps telling me, like, if I need a gear, I don't know how to get a gear. I need to make that shit. Now fine, the recipe's right in the menu, but if it's some gear from some random alloy that I need to figure out, now you've just given me like 5 or 6 recipes to search for. And that's just to get to the one. And somewhere along the line, shit's gonna get missing. Like, we're gonna struggle, because I'm all excited because I think I can build this huge, nice thing that you showed me in your video, and then it turns out I can't because technologically I'm behind. Or there's an item that I don't have, or a crafting material that I can't find. All these things I will be giving to you. I'll give you step from step. We'll be going through it. If there's something that you need, like, especially this will probably only happen once we hit the mod packs. So then you're going to be like, well, you're going to need to get this first. You're going to need to get that first. You're going to need to build this first. All these things are going to be in that case. So thanks a lot, guys. I think that's everything I wanted to say for this video. It is much longer than I thought it needed to be, but there is some cutouts that we can do. I hope that it actually gets uploaded. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. When it is, I don't know. But I do feel that it will be within the week. I am going to see if I can upload like 1 or 2 videos a week for you guys. And we might speed it up depending on how the channel goes. It might be good. Everything will be there. Like I said, I'm gonna put everything in the description. I'm gonna copy it all for you guys, put it in there, make sure you guys are kitted with everything you need. The spreadsheet and the other sheet will not be in this description yet. What I might do is after I've finished it a bit, like put a few things in, we have a few videos out, I might edit this video and put it in the description, but it's not going to be there yet. Check you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Keep mining.